Hi, my name is Isa Valdez, and welcome to Evolve the podcast. Each week, I will give you tips and tricks on how you can start a business, make it successful, and keep it going. Listen to my journey as I become a self-made entrepreneur at 36 and counting.
And this is episode 9. Episode 9, which means that we are almost complete with season 1. And if you have not already listened to all of the previous episodes, it's still up and available for you to listen at your leisure, at your absolute leisure. I want you to take your time and take a listen and give us a 5-star rating. We are brand new to the pod arena. And so, yes, we've had some hiccups, we've had some sound quality issues and the like. But we are still here. And if you have not purchased my book, Income Torrents, go ahead and visit my website, isavaldez.com, and look for the book. Look for Income Torrents. The word torrent means a gush, right? And I want you to experience a gush in your business or a new business. And so I want you to take your time and purchase the book and apply everything that you can in the book if it speaks to you. It's for an entrepreneur and it's for people who have existing businesses and others who want to start a business. Welcome to episode 9. And so what do you do when you have already done everything that you possibly can? What do you do in the meantime while you are formulating the business plan? So this is what was going on with me. So in the interim, as I was putting it all together, putting the business plan all together, I did not have any money. I had $0 to my name and I needed work. I was feeding children at the time. I had started a foundation. It's called the Mighty O Foundation. And we fed free breakfast to primary school students. So we had adopted, the Mighty O Foundation adopted a school called Martintown Primary School in Freeport, Bahamas. And we would feed them, free breakfast. And even though I was doing all of what I was supposed to be doing, I was feeding the children, working on my business plan, because, in me, I still had to do the radio station, it was still something that was um, bursting through my seams. And so I had still to do it. I didn't have any money. And I told the Lord I needed to go and find a job. And can I tell you, when you work for the Lord and when you do it exactly the way He tells you to do it, you will reap the benefits of it. It may not look all shiny and bright in the beginning, but I promise you, it will give you a story to tell, just like I'm telling you today. So I'm sitting at home, and the only income that is coming in is for me to feed the children. I had enough to buy gas, but that was it, right? Um, so what I did was I said, Lord, I need a job. I need a job. I need a job. I need a job. And I went and I applied for a job. Now, don't forget, if you had listened in episode 1, you would have heard that I have an accounting degree, a Bachelor's of Science accounting degree from the Memorial University, which means that I should be qualified to get any position. So I go and I apply to a doctor's office. And I was hired to be an accountant. And they had specific hours for specific sections inside their establishment, right? So Mondays you work from 9 to 5, Tuesdays you work from 10 to 2. Wednesdays you work 11 to 8. They just had different hours for different days. Now I on Tuesdays, and I wanted to still work and feed the children. So I asked my immediate supervisor if I was able to feed the children on a particular time and shuffle around my days and times. She told me no. She told me no. Okay, so since she told me no, then I had to decide what I was going to do. I had to figure out how I was going to feed the children. So I'm sitting down at work. Everything is fine on that morning. And I heard loud and clear, the Lord said to me, "So what are you going to do about feeding the children? Who is going to feed the children?" Is what I heard. Who is going to feed the children? And I didn't know. I was flabbergasted. I said, okay, I don't know. Because this is Monday. Tuesday was the next day, and I had to feed the children. By the end of that working day, I was already reported 3 times. That told me that God did not want me. So the next day, I called in and I said, I am unable to complete the task at hand. I have to feed the children. And I didn't go back. You see, I'm often reading my Bible, and one of the parables in the Bible, it speaks about the parable of the talent. And that parable says to me, God gives everybody a gift and a measure. He gives more to those who he thinks can handle more, and he gives less to those who he thinks can handle, right? And so my reward would be when he said or says to me, "You've done what I've asked you to do. You have doubled and tripled your assignment." I was never the one that wanted to be known for not doing what I'm supposed to do with what I was given. And so this story, this short story, should tell you that in the midst of your planning, God is faithful to take care of you no matter how hard it looks. I've been in instances where I didn't have money, but God still provided. And it doesn't matter at what time of the day He provides, He still provides. And I just want to encourage you in this moment that once you are planning out your business, once you are seeking God for instruct on your business, and it seems as if everything is going haywire, I want to encourage you right now to keep pressing on. Press further into your assignment because the assignment belongs to you. And in order for you to reach to the end, to see it manifest, you have to hold on to the first word that you were given to bring it to life. And so that's what I did. Given the fact that I was already employed and this was not the assignment, that said to me, my assignment was to open up a gospel radio station. My assignment was to feed hungry children free breakfast. And anything else, in spite of the lack, anything else was contrary to what God has asked of us to do or asked of me to do. And so, in your waiting to see it manifest, press further into your assignment. That means ask for more revelation. Ask God to use you in the time and the space and the frame that you're doing it now. So, because I was planning out the radio station, I still had something to do. I still was told to feed children free breakfast. That was a part of my assignment, and so that happened. I fed over thousands of plates of free breakfast. I donated books. to the entire school body, like black and white books. I've done a lot because this is where I thrived. Giving back is where I thrived. And I want to encourage you to find yourself doing something to help somebody else while you wait. So if you can feed children, if you can feed the homeless, if you can clothe the naked, if you can visit the sick and pray for the sick and visit the persons in jail, those are the things that we've been asked and challenged to do. So while you are waiting for God to help and manifest that vision to life, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, visit the ones in jail, pray for the sick and visit the sick. That is what we have been called to do. So do it. During my life, I have probably entered almost every, I want to say, sector of business. I have been a receptionist and I have been a manager. And I believe that every step that I would have taken in each business, construction, government, quasi-government, city government, everything that I did prepared me for this day right here. And so if you are a good man, your steps are ordered by the Lord. That means that you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now. As long as you have made it a mission of yours to do the will of the Lord that has sent you, then you don't have anything to worry about. Everything will begin to fall into place just as it is supposed to. I want to encourage you that your steps, the steps that you've already made, helped you to be where you are today, to bring that book to fruition. So if you're writing, I want to tell you to keep writing. If you start a business and you have no money, keep going, find funding. If you are starting a ministry and no one but you and the four walls are there, go out in the streets, go visit the sick, create for yourself little pamphlets. Just go, like do the things, do those other things. But I want you to know that your assignment will make room for you and bring you before great men. That is the word, and that is the word we must stand on in these times when we are waiting for it to come to pass. God will put you in an isolation box. He will seclude you. He will tell you not to talk to someone. He will tell you to be by yourself. He will tell you to stop watching TV. He will tell you to pick up a book and read it. And these things are preparation for where you are headed. And the faster you learn, the faster you will get to your destination, the faster you will see the manifestation. So I want to encourage you today to hold fast. Do not step outside of where you have been called. Do the things that you've been asked to do. And rest assured, it will come. I promise you, as I sit here, it will manifest, it will materialize, it just will. So, episode 9, you guys, I want you to listen and get caught up with all of the other episodes. Episode 10, 11, and 12, we are 3 episodes left for season 1 to be completed. And thank you for listening. If you are a first-time listener, thank you. For all of you who have listened all over the world, thank you. Thank you. And leave us a 5-star rating. But I want you to keep listening because we have so much more information and nuggets ahead. Thank you for listening and happy listening. Get a book, write it all down. Anything that would have encouraged you, write it down, stick it up on the wall.
Hi, my name is Isa Valdez, and welcome to Evolve the podcast. Each week, I will give you tips and tricks on how you can start a business, make it successful, and keep it going. Listen to my journey as I become a self-made entrepreneur at 36 and counting.